So we'll talk about something very famous called Fizzbuzz. Given a number, say 31, create an array of numbers from 0 or from 1. If a number is divisible by 3, say Fizz. If it's divisible by 5, say Buzz. If it's divisible by both 3 and 5, say Fizzbuzz. Use for loop. Learn about module divisibility. Method 1, we should create the array ourselves. So say we are given number 31. We should create an array of 1 to up until like 31, something like that. Modular divisibility is like, say, 30 divisible by 5 is equal to 0, something like that. And if we do this, it says true. However, if we make it 31 divisible by 5 equals to 0, it's false. So learn about this modular operator, which if it's divisible by something and it amounts to 0, then it is true. But let's create function Fizzbuzz. Give it a number. Here we spoke about for loop works with base case, condition, and operation. So how do you create an array of numbers out of for loop? Well, let I equals to 1. Why did we make I equals to 1 here? Because we don't want to test for 0. So long I is smaller than num, I plus plus. So at 1 to 0, 1 to I, so long I is smaller than 31 or any number that we give it. Now we have an array of numbers which consists of something like 1, 2, 3, 4, up until 31. Okay. Now how do we check for our Fizzbuzz? Well, we say if I divisible by 3 is equal to 0 and I divisible by 5 is equal to 0, console.log Fizzbuzz. Else if I divisible by 5 is equal to 0, console.log Fizz. Else if I divisible by 3 is equal to 0, console.log Buzz. Else console.log I. So what we do here, if I divisible by 3 is equal to 0 and I divisible by 5 is equal to 0, we say Fizzbuzz. We test for both at first. Then we say if I is divisible by 5 is equal to 0, say Fizz. If I divisible by 3 equal to 0, say Buzz. Else just return I. Now, just to make it more clear, let's just put the index, push the index here as well when it says Fizz or Buzz or Fizzbuzz. Now, if we call this function Fizzbuzz and give it a number 31, and let's do something. So at first it just gives us index 1, 2, 4, then 5 is Fizz, 7, 8, 10 is Fizz, but we don't have Buzz. Why? Console.log. Sorry for that. So now index, the number itself, then Buzz. At 5 is Fizz, at 6 is Buzz, at 9 is Buzz, 10 Fizz, 12 Buzz, then 15 Fizzbuzz. We have another Fizzbuzz at 30. So that's how we create like Fizzbuzz. Now you might have another case where the array is given to you like const numbers equals 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 something like this, and you might have to perform operation on this here. In this case, let me just check. Because it might be different how you get it. Like, let's give this one array, and let's make this a function. Let's make this a function and say like here I equals to 0, because this I, let I equal to 0, this I represents number 1 soon enough. I is smaller than array.length I plus plus, and here we say if array in the position of I modular 3 is equal to 0, and array in the position of I modular 5 is equal to 0, then console.log I array in the position of I, then Fizzbuzz. Else, like, let's just copy some of these stuff so it can help us, but we will change some stuff as well. Else if array in the position of I, console.log, sorry, I array in the position of I, else if array in the position of I modular 5 is equal to 0, then console.log buzz, else just console.log I array in the position of I. So let's do Fizzbuzz to numbers, and let's remove this, comment this out for now. Well, we have index 0 is 1, which is nothing, 1 2, then index of 2 is number 3, which is fizz, 5 buzz, then at 15 we have Fizzbuzz, so it works. Now we have two ways. The number is given to us, so we will start from index 0, then according to the length of the array, increment it, then we check for array at this index. However, if the array is not given to us and we have to create it ourselves, we do something like this. I showed you these two ways just to be more versatile and, know more about how to deal with this problem. It's basically, you have a number, you create an array through for loop from 1 to 31. You use modular, like to see if the number is divisible by 3 and 5, or 3 or 5 or none, and return something based on that. If you have a number, create an array. If you have an array, just look in the position, from position of 0 to the array.length, then look for in the condition like test the array at the position of I, don't test I. But if you create the array yourself, then test I, not array in the position of I. Thanks.